everyone, and a warm welcome back to a new episode. I'm William.
And I'm Kelly. So today we want to ask you all a question. Have you ever thought about actively improving your personality?
Absolutely. I think a lot of us want to build a stronger, more charismatic personality. We often get inspiration from others, like a favorite actor or actress, and we see qualities in them that we admire.
That's a great point, William. And it doesn't have to be an actor. It could be anyone. A successful business leader, an author, even a family member. We see these people who seem to have it all together, and we think, I want some of that.
Exactly. We admire their confidence, their communication skills, their presence. But the tricky part is we often don't know how to bridge that gap. We see the finished product, but not the work that went into it.
Which is exactly what we're going to dive into today. Let's talk about how we can actually become that person we admire, starting with the first, most crucial step.
So Kelly, the first thing I would say is self-awareness. You cannot change what you are not aware of. It is the absolute bedrock of all personality development.
I completely agree. Self-awareness is like looking in a mirror before a makeover. You have to honestly see your current traits and habits before you can decide what to improve.
So if you want to be a confident person, you first have to notice what makes you feel insecure, right? It's about identifying that gap.
Exactly. A great way to start is by asking yourself one simple question at the end of the day. When did I feel truly confident, and when did I feel unsure?
That's a powerful practice. It immediately highlights your patterns. And that self-knowledge is your most powerful tool for growth.
I totally agree with this.
You know, Kelly, that reminds me of a girl I knew in college. She was incredibly shy and had almost no confidence, and it all seemed to stem from her face.
From her face? What do you mean?
Yes, she was convinced she was ugly. She thought her features weren't right. She'd always hide behind her hair, never made eye contact. She spent all her time alone in the library. She literally had no friends.
Oh, now I get you. That sounds so painful.
It was, and the real tragedy was that she was one of the kindest, most talented people. She wrote beautiful poetry, but no one knew because she was hiding all of it.
So what changed? How did she overcome it?
It started with self-awareness, just like we said. She realized her thoughts were her biggest barrier. One day, she made a simple but powerful decision to stop saying "I'm ugly" and replace it with "I am capable." She focused on her talent, not her perceived flaw.
That shift is everything.
It is. She started a small blog for her poetry, anonymously at first. The positive feedback she received had nothing to do with her face. It was all about her mind and her words. That gave her the first real spark of confidence.
So by focusing on her strength, she built a new identity for herself.
Exactly. The girl who hid behind her hair started looking people in the eye. She found her voice, and then she found her friends. She didn't change her face, she changed her focus.
What a perfect example. It proves that the first step to changing your life is changing the story you tell yourself.
So the second quality that we are going to talk about is communication skills.
Yeah, it's a huge part of building a strong personality. But it's not just about talking, right?
Not at all. In fact, I'd say the real secret isn't speaking. It's listening, truly listening.
That's so true. Most people just wait for their turn to talk. They're not really hearing what the other person is saying.
Exactly. Think about it. When you feel heard by someone, don't you instantly feel more connected to them? You trust them more.
Absolutely. So how do we become that person? The one who makes people feel heard?
A simple trick is to stop thinking about your reply while the other person is still speaking. Just focus on their words. Then try to summarize what they said before you add your own thought.
Like, so what I'm hearing is that you felt frustrated because... It sounds simple, but it completely changes the dynamic.
It does. It shows you care about their perspective, not just your own. And that is a massively attractive and charismatic quality.
It turns a monologue into a real connection. And that is the heart of powerful communication.
Now, the next key point is emotional control. What do you think, Kelly? How important is it?
Oh, this is crucial. It's the difference between reacting and responding. Anyone can lash out in anger, but it takes strength to pause.
Exactly. Think about it. We've all seen someone lose their cool in a meeting or get defensive over small feedback. It instantly damages their credibility.
Right. And it's not about suppressing your feelings. It's about managing them intelligently. So, do you have a tiny story for this one?
I do. I knew a manager, a really smart guy, but he had a hot temper. One day, his team made a big mistake on a project.
Oh no. Let me guess. He exploded?
He was about to. You could see the anger on his face. But instead of yelling, he took a deep breath and said, "Everyone, take 5. We'll regroup then."
Wow. That simple pause changed the entire situation.
Completely. In those 5 minutes, his anger cooled down. He came back and focused on solutions, not blame. His team respected him so much more for that.
That's powerful. So, emotional control isn't about being emotionless. It's about choosing your moment wisely.
Precisely. It's the skill that allows you to be the calm in the storm, and people are naturally drawn to that kind of strength.
It truly is a superpower for your personality and your relationships.